Okay, so this is to document the problem that we have with the Atzkav rifle. So, so the weapon I've been testing it against has been this AO3. So the AO3 currently has the Omarof on it, and the Espa has the Theta Pro, which is not the one that comes with the AO3. It just happens to be the low light 8x telescopic scope I have. So the Omarof on the Omarof takes on it's a feature. Takes on the colorway of the Omarof igniter. Um, I have two of these actually because I found them separately in Sakura Sun Magnolia. And I'm just going to put the Theta Pro on the AO3 rifle. So as you can see, it looks amazing from the outside, aesthetically gorgeous. My helmet is compatible with the floating reticule. Shoot my weapon, and then if I try to zoom in, this is what happens. And the light reflection is annoying, but that is different depending on where you are. There are places where that is lessened. Um, See, if you're standing in the shade, it's a little lessened. However, there is no reticule showing you where you are aiming, so you're just sort of guessing. Also, it does not seem to shoot very far. Um, and of course, there is a reticule, what you're expecting to see. This also seems to shoot in the correct place. Um, so it doesn't matter what helmet you're wearing. Currently, I am wearing a Citadel helmet because that's one of the helmets that I tried on to check. Originally, I was wearing a Butcher helmet, which is also AR crosshair compatible. So that wasn't the problem. As you can see, I have a different helmet on now. Same problem with aiming. Different helmet. Same problem with aiming. And I have tested every helmet that is currently in my inventory. They all have the same problem. And of course, they are AR crosshair compatible. So my workaround has been to change the scope. I do love the aesthetics of the Omarof scope on the Atzkav rifle. Um, Atzkav rifle. The Omarof scope looks amazing on the Atzkav rifle. However, it does not function. So if I put the Theta Pro on the Atzkav and the Omarof onto the AO3 rifle, you can see there is now a reticule it just doesn't look as pretty because the Theta does not take on the colorway of the igniter colorway. But I can shoot the weapon, and it actually hits where the reticule is instead of below what would be the center of the um, the scope. So it seems to be more accurate with a different scope as well. But maybe it's because it's an 8 times scope instead of a 16. Um, and if I pull up my AO3 with the 16 times um, Omarof scope on it, it also now has a reticule and that cool little lightning bolt company on the bottom. Oops, wrong button. And also appears to shoot in the center of the scope. So the scope that is specifically designed for the Omarof is not compatible with the Omarof. It does not give you an accurate um, impact point, and it does not give you a reticule. So the AR reticule is not accurate when you have the Omarof scope on the Atzkav rifle, and there is no reticule on the scope if you zoom in. Thank you.